For the sign of Virgo, hello and welcome to my channel. Just remember the bottom cards are paired with the top cards, and I'll be going through the past, present, challenge, and outcome. So we start with the recent past. We have the Strength card. Now, with the Strength card, you have to remember that it's important now for you to make time to meditate and contemplate and spend some time alone, even if you are in a committed relationship and have several kids. So don't allow yourself to spend time in preoccupation and fear. And we're talking about the past here. So outward things will be going all right, or they were going okay in the past. But what is of most paramount is keeping your head on straight. That would have been what you needed to do back then. Because not only did you have the ability, you had the responsibility. So you made sure to conquer your fears, control your impulses, and never lose patience with what you were doing. And then we have the Strength card paired with the Eight of Swords. Now, when the Eight of Swords appears, as you can see by looking at the picture on the card, you could have been holding yourself back because you feared moving into the future, or because you were weary of getting hurt by a new situation, or it could have been for no reason at all. So you made sure to think through what you were afraid of. Now, the truth of the situations were probably much less frightening than your mind was making it out to be. And once again, that was the past. Now we move on to the present. We have the Judgment card. Now this card, it can be a card about jumping to conclusions, decisions, and of course judgments which are made too hastily. So if you're prone to doing such things, this would be a clear signal to slow down and give things more thought and to give people more chances. Now this can also be a time of fundamental spiritual awakening. And we have this card paired with the Star card. Now the Star card, when it appears in a reading, you're more than likely to find yourself feeling inspired, and you will be feeling more hopeful about the future than you have in quite some time. Now, you'll also be feeling more confident that your needs, whether these are emotional or financial needs or both, they will be met. So keep in mind, nothing can be taken for granted, of course, but it's also a very spiritual card, and you could find yourself, at least for some time or a little while, feeling at one with all of creation. So it's not a common feeling. So make sure that you enjoy it and you savor it, because it's not very common that people feel that way. And with these two cards paired together, the Judgment card is basically letting you know, don't jump to conclusions. Don't pass judgments or make too many hastily decisions or pass judgments on people, give people more chances. You need to do that and take careful when you do those things, because it's paired with a star card. You could be feeling rather inspired and more hopeful about the future. So you don't want to take things for granted, being that you'll be feeling at utmost in a joyous way, and everything should be going well for you. So just take time not to judge other people if they're not doing as well as you're doing. So that's going to be the present, and we move on to the challenge. Now we have the Nine of Swords, which indicates, and as you can clearly see, that you will need to guard against feelings of anxiety. So if you're feeling anxious, take a good look at whether or not any of that is under your own power or control, and try to lessen it. Or if other things or people in your life are contributing to this anxiety, you need to take a look at that. Now, if that is the case, take a good look at it and see whether or not something in the relationship can be changed to make it more workable for you. Now, there's something about this time period that can cause people to feel like their life should be in some way more or bigger than it is. So try to take comfort and joy in the ordinary things, and realize that that is where the beauty is. And we have this card paired with the King of Wands. Now, it can indicate a man with hair on the lighter end of the spectrum, but it doesn't have to be that way. Now, this person, they're looking to serve as a mentor for you. Now, the King of Wands is a very positive card in the tarot, even when it represents an actual, literal person in your life. Now, he signifies that men around you are generally supportive of you and think very highly of you. So you'll be feeling ambitious and goal-oriented, and furthermore at this time. So you'll have the ability to accomplish what you have in your mind. So just think positively. And with these two cards paired together, the Nine of Swords is letting you know that you need to guard yourself against any feelings of anxiety. Okay, because there's something about this time period that can cause people to feel like their life should be different in some way, more or bigger. So just guard yourself against those thoughts, because this card is paired with the King of Wands. And it's just letting you know about a male figure. It's a positive male figure that wants to be some sort of a mentor to you. So maybe it's someone that you're talking to about your feelings of anxiety, and they're being helpful to you. And it's supposed to be a male figure, but it could go either way, actually. That's just depicted in the picture. And it's also called the king and not the queen. So that will be your challenge. And we move on to the outcome, the Five of Swords. Now, with the Five of Swords, you're more than likely to find yourself with some mixed feelings about life in general and about maybe a few people in particular. So don't ignore these things, but don't feel like you have to speak every word you're thinking and feeling, because you could ruin the very thing that you want the most, such as close friendships, intimate relationships with your friends and lover. So think several times before you really let someone have it or let someone know what's on your mind, even if you feel they deserve it. You need to make sure to pick your battles. And we have this card paired with the Three of Wands. Now, with this card in the tarot, you could likely find that your finances are getting much better. Now, this can be the month that your ship has come in, because you're likely to be feeling very strong with a good reason. Now, you may be finally experiencing some important success after you've been through some difficulties. Now, basically with the Three of Wands, it refers to work in an extremely positive way. So even if you don't work outside the home, it means that your efforts are seen, they're appreciated, and they are well respected by others. So pat yourself on the back and give yourself some credit. Now, with these two cards paired together, the Five of Swords is just letting you know that you may have some mixed feelings about people in your life. It could be more than one person, and you don't want to ignore these feelings, but make sure you just don't jump off and say anything to them. Think about what you want to express before you speak, because you could end friendships at this time by saying the wrong thing. Because it's paired with the Three of Wands, you'll be feeling really good. You'll feel like your ship has finally come in at this time. So you may be extremely comfortable, and you may just say whatever comes to mind. But with this good time for you financially, and you'll be feeling important success in other ways at this time, just go ahead and enjoy it, but don't get carried away with it by just saying what's on the top of your head to other people. Think before you speak, enjoy your success, and that way you will keep your friends and your lover at the same time. Okay, so that's the outcome. Virgo, I hope this resonates. As you know, general readings, they do not always resonate with everyone. Then again, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if that's what you like to do. I thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.